What up, people? Here we are, first day, Pennsylvania rifle season, November 29th, a day after my 37th birthday. I'm here picking up my brother that I'm 2 minutes older than, my baby triplet brother, and he's going up on the mountain with me today. My dad, little brother are going around the house, and my older brother, that's a minute and a half older than me, is sitting with my little brother today, who's 34, so it doesn't make a difference. But I'm taking my brother with me because he has epilepsy, and he's been having more seizures over the last year, more regularly, and they normally happen in the morning. So it's just nice to be with him, be able to keep an eye with him. I'm gonna get up in my tree stand. All I have is left doe tags. He's from Virginia, so he's got a buck tag. So I'm gonna get up in my tree stand where I can turn around and see him all morning. But yeah, that's the plan. So I'm gonna get in here and get him. First day of Pennsylvania rifle season, baby. Let's go. Let the Orange Army eat. Coffee cup. It is about, I don't know, 20 minutes until legal shooting time, but it's a beautiful sunrise this morning. But you know what they say, pink sky in the morning, sailor's warning. First day of PA rifle, baby. It's go time. 6:50 a.m. First shot just happened. It was pretty close for the first shot to hear. Could have had to been within 300, 400 yards on the neighboring property. I don't know. Can you see Chad? Can we see Chad down there? I can't see him, but I'm sure as it gets more light out, I'll be able to see him down there. I really hope he gets a buck today. If I see does come through, I want to shoot one, but I'm not going to shoot unless I know there's no buck with him. I really want to see him get one, but once it gets daylight out, I gotta keep an eye on him and make sure he's all right too. But yeah, dude, let's go. It's a beautiful morning, no wind. And this is it's cold out, but this has got to be the most less wind that there's been on a first rifle morning up here on the mountain in years. It's cold but beautiful. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get me a doe or two, and let's get Chad a buck, and let's just be done. I'll just go sit with my other brothers the rest of the year. All right. I'll get back to you if we start seeing anything. There was just another shot. All right, guys, it's almost 10. I'm out of the tree stand. Chad's 150 yards below me. He's been seeing deer all day. I haven't seen one yet, but he had a bunch of doe come through with 2 bucks behind him. He shot one of them. He said after he shot, another buck came through, and it was a lot nicer than the one he shot at. But I'm walking down to him now, and we're gonna see what he got, or if he hit it even, because he doesn't know. Well, my prescription, but all right, tell him what happened.
Dude, I was just standing here. I thought I heard something blow at me earlier, so I had people looking that way, and then the next thing I know, my gun's leaning up against the tree. I see a bunch of deer running down through here, and they crossed the path. They ran up here, and I could tell it was 3 does. I saw them cross down there, but they weren't running up 3 deer.
They must have
running up that hill. And I noticed they were does, and so I just looked back down, and I saw 2 more come. And I got on them right there, and I knew the first one was a shooter, so I didn't even pay attention to the second deer at that point. And they were it was just walking up through here right along that thicket edge down there, and then it stopped for a second and a half. That was the first time it stopped, and I took a shot at it right in there, and then after I took a shot, I lost my clip, so I only had 1 shot. So I'm fishing around in my pocket, can't get in my pocket to get another shell. So I'm trying to wash it ran but it did something weird right whenever I shot. And so I couldn't get another shell, and as I'm fishing for it, I'm talking the biggest buck I've ever seen hunting in the woods in my life. Comes running by me, stops right there. I don't know if it smelled you or what, and turns back and runs immediately back down to where that buck ran that I saw that. I'm telling you, it is the biggest buck I've ever seen. I wish I would have just took the time to look at it quick, but I knew that one was a shooter, so I just shot. You know how it is.
Yeah.
With the shakes, and I'm talking a monster buck though, the second one. So, and me this morning,
Bummer. We walked, booger. We walked around for about a half an hour, and with the white snow, we walked up and down the path where it ran about 50 yards from it after we couldn't find blood where it shot at, and we couldn't find any blood anywhere, so it's a bummer. But at least he saw some deer, which is better than he does back at Mom and Dad's. He's seen, I don't know, 4 or 5 doe, and that nice buck he shot, and then what he says is the nicest buck he's ever seen hunting behind it, which there's always a couple big ones up here. But then when we were back there walking around, we bumped 3 doe out, and Chad was a little bit ahead of me, and they ran up above him. He doesn't have doe tags, and I couldn't shoot over them, but they were still with this 44 mag. They were still 80, 90 yards apart, and we still got time. People are going to start walking around now. Feel bad. Been nice for him to get one, but dude, my sling on my 44 mag when I was climbing out of my tree stand broke, and my gun, it didn't hit anything, but it just, like, the top of it, the bolt came out, and it the top bolt that holds the sling came out, and it like fell down and hit my leg. But I screwed it back in. I don't know how the hell that happened. I don't know how it got loose, but it did. It came all the way out. This is where Chad was sitting, watching this path, watching this bottom, and it ran over here on this hillside, and that's where he missed it. Well, he thought he hit it, but clearly he missed it. But all the does and the bucks he saw did the same thing. And there's a tree stand right there about 40 yards away that I would have loved to put him in, but because of his seizures, he couldn't get up in it, so we just had him standing along the path. But if he'd have been at that tree stand, they'd have all ran 20 yards by him. And he did say that all the deer that came up through here, when they got up on top of the hill coming towards me, they all smelled me, and then they went the other way. But it's rifle season, so I'm gonna go back up to my tree stand. He's gonna take another quick walk. He don't want to give up on it yet, which I don't blame him. Then we're gonna hunt another hour and a half yet. Now is when people are gonna start walking around, so the deer should start moving a little bit more. But he had a good morning. I really didn't, other than there's a couple we bumped. All right, I'm gonna go get back in the stand. There he is. There he is, ready to roll. Looking happy, looking spry. Alright, it's 5:30 in the morning, day 2, Pennsylvania rifle season. I'm here to pick up Chad again. I'm going back up to the same spot this morning, but we're gonna hunt till lunchtime again. Then that might be it for the opening weekend, because we have like a family Thanksgiving this afternoon, and then the little girl has a basketball game this evening, like right at dark. And I gotta go back to work tomorrow, so this is probably going to be my last little stint for opening weekend. It might be for all of us, because normally my bros go to my little girl's basketball game too when they're around. Alright, come on, Chad, where you at, dog? I told him I was here. I'm tired. I'm tired. And the thing is, when I go hunting, this is like sleeping in, because normally I get up 3 to 4 every morning, and when I go hunting I get up at 4:45. But I just wanted to lay in bed today. I did not want to get up. But here it is, man. Let's do it. Trad's probably not going to have the luck that he had yesterday. Maybe I'll have some luck today. Maybe I'll get a doe. That would be sweet. All right, we'll see you guys in the morning in about an hour and a half after the sun comes up. All right, guys, walking down to my brother. He shot a decent one. Down below me, I can see him down here now, gutting it. All right, guys, there he is. There he is.
Yep. Thought about passing out because it's not the biggest buck in the world, but I only have 2 days left to hunt PA, so took a shot at it. Made a perfect shot. Wouldn't recommend it shooting through all this brush, but down.
Shot it where my ground blind is, but we haven't done anything with this field here in a couple years. But it's all broken up. That side's broken off of it there, broken up there, but decent buck, big deer. PA 8-point, probably a 2.5-year-old, a 9-point. Yeah. Is it? Oh yeah, shit, it is a 9-point.
Covered in ticks too.
We're gonna get some pictures, get it gutted, get home. All right, we'll talk to you guys after a bit. There it is. There it is. All right, well, that's going to be it. As you can see, all the cars behind me. That's a beautiful truck. That's my truck. But that's going to be it for this video. Got it done. It was a cool weekend. Love opening weekend of hunting season. It's always cool to hunt with my brother and to see him what me and my other brothers are saying is by far his biggest buck he ever says or ever shot. He'll say no, that he shot bigger in Virginia. We don't remember him, but we think he's just saying that. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I still got 2 doe tags left, so I'm gonna hit it again next weekend. Might do a little hunting with my dad or my little brother, or maybe Chad's gonna go back up there with me, and maybe we'll try to walk around, let me shoot a couple or shoot at some doe and get something moving from my brother-in-law. But I don't know. That's going to be it for this video. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.